Hey guys, wanted to talk today about filling your cup. How to fill your cup so your cup runneth over. I always like to ask some thought-provoking questions as I kind of open up. So I'd ask you this today. Are you where you want to be? Are you who you want to be with? You know? Are things happening to you or for you? Are you a victim? You know? Where are you at? Is your cup full? You know, are you a half empty or half full type of person? You know? What's your outlook? Maybe ask yourself that. But filling your cup. One of the things that I like to do is schedule time for myself. And one of the best ways that I've done that is time blocking. Take the cell phone out. Everything goes in there. One of the last things I do before I go to bed at night and before I put the phone down finally, pick it up. What do I have tomorrow? What does my day look like tomorrow? And think through that. Sometimes it's bam, we're off and running at 8 a.m., 7 a.m. I've got a tight meeting I've got to go to. Or, hey, my first call isn't until 9. I can do a little bit more things in the morning that kind of make me happy. The time blocking for me has been a game changer, really, because it's allowed me to say no. And I'm not the bad guy. We'll blame it on the calendar, right? Geez, I don't have time. I wish I could, you know. It doesn't mean I don't want to do anything, but you know, there's just times when you're like, maybe it would be nice to have a couple of hours to not just be on the hammer all the time, you know. So saying no to things isn't a bad thing. Last winter, I booked a few tickets out of town. I got out of here. It's cold. It's tough in Maine. It's a long winter here in Maine. Just got down the road for a little bit, and but I committed to that early because you're going to buy a plane ticket. You don't want to do it the week before. So that was me. I put my card down, bought a few tickets. It wasn't big money. Went down to see Dave in Florida, and went out to Texas and saw Bailey a couple of times, and put those things on the calendar. It gives me a little something to kind of work toward, look forward to. Helps me fill my cup, you know. One of the other things I took a look at was like, what do I want to do this weekend? Like, ask yourself truly, like, look at all this stuff, like, you know, this, that, and the other. I've got a business, or I sell real estate, or my family needs me. But what do I want to do? And go do that, you know? Sure, it sounds simple. Oh, you know, I just want to go do that. Don't be irresponsible about it, but don't be afraid to schedule it on your weekend. Hey, you know, Saturday 9 to noon is my time, you know? Some of this stuff is uncomfortable, you know? You got to get comfortable being uncomfortable, you know? Doing this right now, for me, a year ago would have been very uncomfortable. And when we first started, it was uncomfortable, you know? But when you talk about filling your cup, I'm doing what fills my cup. Yeah, I have a contracting business. Yeah, it pays the bills. We're pretty good at it. But at the end of the day, helping people and inspiring people and motivating people and being aspiring and having somebody come up to me in the grocery store and say, man, I loved your blog. Or, hey, you need to podcast more. Or, love your stuff. Thank you for being you. Got a lot out of that. Did this because of you today. That's cool stuff. That fills my cup. Love every bit of it. You know, it's just such cool stuff. You got to make bold moves, guys. You can't sit back and wait for it. It just doesn't come to you. Opportunities don't fall out of the sky. You got to create your own happiness, create your own opportunity. Go look for it, you know? Couple of different ways. I've just got some notes here. One of the best ways that I've come up with for filling my cup is just giving. Give of my time. Push out. Be selfless, okay? Come from a place of service, right? Those are all cliche, and you've heard them all before, but what I can tell you is that I did it, and I did it for a while, and I did it by way of talking to people and helping them out with business and helping them out with stuff, and I hadn't even hung my coaching shingle yet, right? And I remember hanging up the phone one day and going, that fills my cup. And I'm like, got to pay attention to that. And once I did that, I was off and running. And I'm like, holy cow, I like this. I'm having a blast, doing good things, impacting people's lives, you know? It's trying new things, right? Another way is just shut your phone off. You know, have a time at night where it's easier said than done. It's hard for me. You know, hey, I don't look at the phone after 8, or I put it, you know, I don't watch TV, or I don't do electronics after a certain time. Shut it down. Don't go to bed with it. Put it in the bathroom, you know? It helps you turn off the brain, you know? And then don't worry about what other people think. You know, when I first started this, it's like, geez, I don't know if I want to post that on social media. People are going to laugh at me. They think I'm going to think I'm something else, you know. I got called arrogant. People think, oh, Bob thinks he's all that in a bag of chips. That's really not it. I just want to help people. And if I worried what everybody else thinks, I wouldn't have 36 or 37 or 8 podcasts out there that people can enjoy and pull something from, you know. I wouldn't have a bunch of coaching clients that all look forward to talking with me every week and saying, hey, Bob, I really love our time together, you know. So I guess one of the last things that I do to fill my cup is I try to go to my happy place. Get where you like to be. For me, it's camp. I go up on the lake. We got a camp up there, my parents and I, and you know, when I get there, everything just kind of melts away. You know, they give me a hard time because I usually grab the chainsaw and do something like that. That's how I relax at camp, and that's probably what I'll do this weekend. But that's kind of how I move the needle for myself that way and kind of fill my cup. And it's hard to think about something else when you're that engaged in something like that. Guys, you know, it's a short trip we're on. When none of us are getting out of here alive. Try to fill your cup while you're here. If you can't do that, fill someone else's. And by God, yours will be full when you get done filling theirs. So, guys, I'm not looking for any change back when this one's over. Let's go do some hard things.